it's not for kids, so you gotta excuse it.
I'm not in a good mood. I'm trying to drive around the block and get in a good mood.
Why? What's going on?
Running late. I just woke up. I was just parked right there.
Running late? It's early, bro. Walleyes don't start biting until noon.
Okay, I won't slow you down. I'm just gonna lap the block and I'll see you at check-in.
Sounds good, man.
Okay, see you in a second.
It's how you know you really gangsta. Jail cells where I learned decision making.
Okay, welcome to Uncut Angling.
Everyone tell me they missing the way that I rapped. Honestly, everything that I've been hearing is whack. I'll let you breathe for a minute, but homie, I'm back.
This is stop number 2 on the Central Canada Kayak Fishing Trail at Pelican Lake. We're fishing for walleye today. So it is your 5 biggest walleye, catch, photo, release, super fish friendly.
We want to protect the resource. You know, bass are so special to all of us.
One of the most disturbing and sad things that I see in fishing, especially amongst tournament anglers, is they don't have a lot of respect for the bass.
You know, oftentimes those fish make it in the early parts of the year. They make it. We do kill a significant amount of fish as well, specifically smallmouth.
You know, we want to do our best to take care of them.
Okay, there's really 3 major things for fishing sonar that you have to answer. One, is it negatively impacting fish populations?
I don't want to hear that. That's not a valid argument. We release our fish.
But from a conservation standpoint, I was meeting with a state agency. They told me straight up, we've done numerous studies. I forgot the months, May and October. 70% of every bass hauled into a weigh-in dies in a tournament.
The tournaments are responsible for killing more bass than anything out there. They're probably responsible for killing more bass than even the meat eaters.
And, you know, I mean, nobody does a better job than BASS.
Yesterday, I lost 3 to them dying, so I lost 12 ounces.
With their weigh-in process and fish care, but there's still a level of stress that happens.
This ain't 1973 no more. We ain't holding up stringers of bass no more.
We'll see how it all shakes out. Could be worse. You could have been the bass.
Bass have just as much right to be on this planet as we do.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Catch, photo, release, the future of tournament fishing. This was ran by Kicker Fish. Jay's not here, so we got a chance of winning this time, but there is 20 people signed up. Some local hot sticks, some further abroad hot sticks. Nick Whitnick is here. Hi, Nick. Do you want to do that over again? I'm Aaron. I'm very cheerful. I'm very happy to be here. How about you? I gotta get you your radio. This has your name on it. That must be your radio. Nick, copy. The wheels are coming off. Nick, what do we need? What do we gotta do here? Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Are you giving out life jackets?
You.
I don't get it. Oh, are these inflatable or no?
Hybrid, yeah. This
oh,
is
hybrid.
Right
okay, because I'm kind of anti-inflatable because I want to be like for sure wearing a life jacket.
This is foam.
Okay.
That's why I wear it.
Awesome.
It's a hybrid, yeah.
But if you ever, holy moment, you pull it and this thing will blow up.
So Mustang head office is concerned about me looking goofy on the water. Wow, I am hooked up.
Hooked up, bro. Fruit snacks?
I didn't. Oh. They dropped us after the first tournament. What did you say you need to see? Oh, my bump board. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. Do you have to check anything else?
No, that's it.
All those threats of Manitoba Conservation being here to check for zebra mussels?
I know, right?
I could have brought a full pail.
We're actually, the municipality was saying that they weren't going to let people in the water.
Are you saying a municipality acting like they have more power than they really do? Meanwhile, I'm not even allowed to talk to my municipalities. I have a cease and desist. I'm not allowed to talk to anybody from a municipality. I'm not allowed to go to any meetings. It's the Arm of Alexander. It's ran like a dictatorship. It is crazy. I got arrested this winter at a council meeting. My neighbor got arrested. They're pressing criminal charges against him. That's what they're spending our tax dollars on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Tell everyone! Boom. Do they have good stuff in here, James? Yeah. Good morning. Are you Eric?
Yes, I am.
I'm Aaron. Nice to meet you.
Aaron, nice to meet you.
Thanks for hosting this and everything.
No problem.
Oh. Bingo.
There's lots of big fish. Like, we've got 27s off the dock here lots. Like yesterday there was someone, they just paddled out because their engines wouldn't start.
Yeah.
They had over 60 fish just out 8 feet of water.
Holy smokes.
6 master perch and they were...
6 master perch?
Yeah.
At this time of year? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck, guys. It's an emergency. Are you almost done in there? Whoa. Good luck, Nick. I want you to do really well today. Look at that. Thank you, Mustang. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Kickerfish. Have fun, Corey.
Yeah, try.
Stay out of my way if you see me out there.
Hey, pal. Where do you work? Do you work?
A lot of the comments out there from the people that have really villainized Chris on this, is because they don't know Chris.
Because on my off day, I'm going to come over to your workplace and disrupt your paycheck.
That point was definitely not received very well from this particular angler, but that's how I felt.
Chris Zaldain is the epitome of what a bass pro should be.
I just wanted to kind of clear things up a little bit.
I want to make it clear that I'm not like up on some high horse thinking that pro anglers are better than anyone else.
We go out there, we try to do our job.
Just give me 3 days of the year.
We don't get to choose what days we fish, obviously, right?
Okay, and those other 6 days, I'm going to come over and with your workplace.
He is like one of the most consummate professionals I ever met.
I thought I was in the right that morning. Again, I was just trying to do my job.
Here, I'll get closer.
Chris Zaldain is super cool.
Pull the phone back out, I'll get closer.
Super intelligent in the industry.
Just wanted to show a couple more clips here to kind of clear up the subject a little bit more.
All right, where do we work? Where do we work?
How about the guy that rolls up legit 50 feet from you and is looking at the same fish as you?
A fish started busting in the middle of the point. I started casting at it. He started casting at it.
It brings out assholes. It really does. I mean, right?
He has integrity. He has honesty. He has ethics in the sport.
I'm going to come to your workplace and disrupt it. Just remember.
There's nobody that, in my opinion, that can say a bad word about Chris Zaldain.
Okay, I am rigged up. Got the kayak from Jay still. Old Town Sportsman Autopilot 120. This is actually an unreal unit, and it is all about the spot lock. And I guess we got Livescope going too. I feel like a human being again. I cannot freaking wait.
It's better than happiness, but it's almost unbearable.
Oh, last weekend at Dryden? Yeah. Like who won Dryden?
A couple of young kids.
Oh, I hate that.
They're not even 18 years old.
Probably Livescopers, hey?
We want to ask, people want to know, is forward-facing sonar a big part of the program?
What's happened since the induction of forward-facing sonar is it's become a controversial subject because of the simple fact that unfortunately not everybody has the time that some of us do to get good at it.
I did not embrace that technology as quickly as others did. So I am trying desperately to catch up.
What we're seeing is a seismic shift in the top guys at the Angler of the Year this year on both tours.
Here comes a changing of the guard.
You've seen the successes of the people that have embraced the technology.
Well, you've been seeing a bunch of negative stuff, all the negativity here and there.
People chasing views and clicks.
I only recognize like 2 or 3 names that were even in the top 20 of this tournament.
Inevitably, there's going to be some people that are, you know, basically naysayers of it. They want to come up with a scapegoat.
You're too young for this. We got little crybaby anglers.
Yeah.
That want to sit here and look at him and look at some of these successful people.
People that you never heard about before, you know, competing because they're able to do that with a cheater box.
That's just jealousy creeping into your head, and you got to get better. And that's where I'm at. I got to get better.
I'm not a Livescope user, but but the people that do use Livescope are just pathetic.
A lot of the hate in this industry, and a lot of the hate, I feel it every day.
To me, the greatest era for sure was the ESPN era. I mean, it brought bass fishing to the mainstream media.
But I was around during that time, and nobody wants to say it, but at that time I kept hearing ESPN is the devil. They're making us do this, this, and this. And some years they were losing up to $16 million a year to make all those things that everybody looks back and says, hey, this is huge and cool. And I hate to even say this, but there is a weird thought in pro anglers. Like
it's a scarcity mindset is a lot of it, what it is.
I see some signs that are not great right now. I mean, you know, with recruitment, with forward-facing sonar, there's some deterrence.
If someone else gets this, I have to go get something else that they can't have. It's not like a rising tide will float all ships.
Your era from, you know, the early 90s to, you know, early 2000s, man, what a great time of the sport. And there was so much prospect and opportunities and new things. You know, it just really seems like it's halted and almost gone backward a little. And I hate it.
Our crew also caught up with top 150 rookie Mike Iaconelli. The kid's nervous. It's his first opportunity to win a top 150.
They're not household name. Nobody knows who they are.
You may be seeing the birth of the next superstar.
And they've emerged.
This rookie pro is considered by old-timers to be an up-and-coming star on the Bassmaster Tournament Trail.
To be dominant forces.
This is that young man we told you about. You may be seeing the birth of the next superstar.
In the sport of professional fishing at the top level, simply because of forward-facing sonar. There's no other reason before it.
Trey McKinney, one of the youngest ever, I think, leading the Angler of the Year in 3 in the top 10. Jake Lawrence, Alec Morrison, Marshall Hughes, Colby Miller, and Drew Gill. 31, 24, 31, 24, and 21 happens to be their age, which averages out to 26 years old.
And surprisingly, almost unbelievably, Hank Parker could have stayed in bed this morning and still would have won the tournament. Right now, he's in a league all by himself.
This may be an all-time record. Let's hear it for Randy Blockett. Pick him up, son, I tell you. Incredible catch. Folks, he lived the last 2 days. This young man has been in the money time and time again.
His first BASS victory, a well-deserved $45,000 reward.
26 means a lot different now than it used to, though, at the same time, because 26-year-olds, those guys on that list, probably been fishing competitively in tournaments for at least 10 years. At a very high level.
They don't know any other techniques.
I love just being able to be versatile. I think I fished my first tournament at 4 years old with my dad.
They don't know any other things about bass movement, seasonal behavior.
And we ended up being back-to-back 3 times in a row Angler of the Year champions when I was 10 to 13 age.
They don't know any things about the subtleties of understanding bass. Once you become more of an expert in bass movement, bass behavior, then you can upgrade your electronics to, a higher end level.
Ever since 16, I've been fishing professionally, out in the front of the boat, from Toyota Series, BFLs, anything. And then also fish co-angler on the tour. And then I started fishing the Bass Opens.
Is it how tournaments are being won or who's doing it?
It's the same group of 20-year-old flat brimmers.
John Garrett, Trey McKinney, Robert G., JT Tompkins.
They're still kicking all the experienced hammers butt because of their expert at Nintendo game fishing. I hear people say all the time, "Oh, Randy, those guys, they'd kick your butt even if they weren't spotlighting." Bullshit on that. I've never caught any fish with down imaging, never caught a fish with side imaging.
You never become better if you don't challenge yourselves in weak areas.
There's no way that you're going to have a 23-year-old kid,
24-year-old angler from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Sensational work.
that is going to dominate and beat veterans out there.
Look at the largemouth. But Iaconelli's 3-day total catch was enough to hold off the always competitive Klon and claim first place.
That have decades of knowledge.
That's going to happen, but it's not going to be because of forward-facing sonar. It's going to happen because they have the time to focus 100% of their lives to doing this.
JT Tompkins fishes like 340 days a year. He literally drives all across the country fishing every single day.
Ever since 18, I've been on the water probably 300 plus days of the year, every single year.
Well, that's a tremendous amount of time on the water.
Even though those guys are, 12 years old, those guys have fished 200, 300 boat tournaments all over the country for years.
That they can apply to different bodies of water across the country.
Like they have fished the Elite Series and harder on the exact same bodies of water a lot of times that we've gone to.
You can't do it. It's physically impossible. So no, they would not compete.
Actually, my first ever top 10, I think I was 16 years old when I made my top 10 as a boater on the Toyota Series on Potomac River.
You basically give somebody a Game Boy that he's a professional fisherman.
And then I think I had a top 10 that year as well at Lanier, Georgia.
They'd be at the bottom of the Elite Series standings without forward-facing sonar.
Like, are we at the point that hard work is getting punished?
We're bringing in an entirely different area here of ethics when we come into the discussion of what the FFS is capable of doing for the angler, in quotes. And I use that very cautiously these days. This to me comes back to the threat of losing to me what is the most purest about this fish and the sport, that you accumulate time on the water.
And that's what's gotten me to where I'm at, is time on the water strictly. So
the same reasons people have always won tournaments are why they're winning them now. And that's being able to locate fish based on seasonal patterns and fishing pressure and where the biggest fish are.
And I have never faulted or attacked any professional angler for using it. You are disrespecting yourself.
I feel like there's a negative light in the fishing industry and it needs to be addressed. I'm sick of it.
You're disrespecting the sport.
I'm going to be honest. I'm done with it. I'm done with the negative stuff.
You're disrespecting the bass.
Like we're done with it.
All the kids, they're all young guys. I consider them all scopers. They may not be. Are you a scoper?
To get here, you have to be good at everything.
You have to.
And
Absolutely.
I think everyone is, to be honest.
To each his own.
Something that gets thrown around a lot is this idea that someone is a scoper. Someone's a live scoper.
With the 9 of you guys that just qualified, I think all 9 of you guys are scopers, right? I call you guys scopers. These kids, dude, these 9 that qualified, they're all scopers. All of them.
That's something that gets thrown around from people that don't actually understand why people are winning tournaments and how they're catching fish.
I like to scope.
You like
I
it?
can catch them however we got to.
To each his own. You know? To each his own.
Do you consider yourself a scoper?
Not where I come from.
Really?
No, I
in
really
Wisconsin?
don't.
Well, they
No.
probably call it something else in Wisconsin.
And how proud are you that you came up in an era that didn't have that? Like, it was through fishing. There wasn't this thing.
I grew up on a river.
Oh, okay, so
I
you're
didn't
not-
have live scope.
The critics, a lot of times they sound the loudest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what you call noise.
It's creating a generation of very weak bass anglers that are connected to this umbilical cord.
The thing that I love about the way that it was is I love the diversity.
Have a bunch of techniques in your wheelhouse.
All they know is everything that's centered around forward-facing sonar.
They get the idea that you put the trolling motor in the water and you're bound to just go out in the middle of the lake and catch a big enough bag to win the tournament, where in reality,
You also have to have a knowledge of bass behavior, seasonal movements. Everything has got to come together so you know where to look at. Not only do you have to know how to decipher what you're seeing on the unit, adjust the settings, all that type of stuff, but you have to have enough background in your intellectual knowledge of fishing to be able to apply those units, to make them work for you.
You didn't see a guy that was one-dimensional dominate. And there's a lot of people that's all that they do.
But to say that these kids that are dominating with forward-facing sonar could not catch them any other way is completely unfair and not accurate. And there are a lot of people out there that are winning tournaments today that really are not very versed in the sport of fishing. They really don't know very much. And if you took that forward-facing sonar away from them, they wouldn't really know what to do.
If it went away, would you be panicked?
No.
Oh, my Livescope's not working.
We're a virus crashing your PC. Here comes a changing of the guard.
Do you sleep at night, or you just stare yourself in the mirror and question your integrity at that point?
Because they don't know how to do anything else.
My Livescope's not working. This can't be real.
Nick says no worries, they're still up on beds. It actually started for a second and then went out, so.
My system's freezing up a little bit here, so I didn't catch all of that, but
Okay.
okay. Yeah, the fish defecation, I mean, every animal, that's important to every animal. There's no reason why it isn't important to fish.
What are we talking about here?
Just restoring defaults. That's my troubleshooting only step I can do, really.
Yeah, pretty much. It's amazing that we never thought of this before. It's so simple.
And we have success.
That is when your instincts and your intuition become weaker and weaker and weaker.
Were you worried about me, Mike?
Well, we would have figured something out.
Like driving home.
That's right.
I might put it on the trailer. For some reason, I forgot my hydrowave at home.
Okay, good luck, guys. Okay, we're gonna start with plastic. Look for some suspended fish. 5-inch Dragon Slayer. Looking way out. Oh, see, that's a good one right there. That's one I need to look for, 60 feet away. High up. That's what I'm looking for, right there.
Livescope is easily the worst thing to ever enter into the fishing industry. All these guys think they're swinging big balls because they catch these big fish. It doesn't matter. You're cheating, dude. It's electronics.
I refuse to turn on side imaging in my boat, for God's sakes. I won't use it.
Ooh, that's a big mark. That's a big mark.
You damn right I'm gonna use my electronics.
Yeah. You damn right.
Here we go. Coming right by him. Got him! Oh, he smoked it. There we go. This is good. This is good. This is good. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Shoot. Lost him. That was a good fish. Shoot. Shoot. Shoot.
your ability to excel in life on a lot of different levels atrophies.
That doesn't feel good. Is that one fish or two? 35 feet. Oh yeah, it's coming for it. Got him. Another big fish. Another big fish. Here we freaking go. Here we freaking... Oh, it's a pike. The first one was not a pike. Okay. Lost him. We're doing stuff.
Is forward-facing sonar going to be a positive or is it going to be a negative?
I tend to enjoy catching more fish than less fish. So that's kind of one of my thought processes with this whole deal.
I'm not one that's saying the sky's falling and running around in circles.
I think it's hurting our sport in a lot of ways. I personally love it.
You can see my image really sucks in the Livescope. And that is because I'm looking for really high fish, so I want to increase my visibility to the side. So you see the transducer is basically pointed straight to the side, whereas usually it's pointed down or at an angle to the down. But one of these faces is straight to the side. 50 feet. Another good cast right on him. Got one chasing me. Don't think it's big. Here we go. Going right by him. Marched right over him. He sort of followed for a second. Come on. Come on. Not enough. Right there. 30 feet. Here I come. We got a really good cast on him. Darn. Could be a carp. Keep that in mind, folks. We could be chasing carp around. What is all that about? 70. A zillion fish. Look at all those fish. Holy smokes. Look at all those fish. 60 feet. 80 feet. Look at all those fish. I gotta put a big plastic back on because when there's this many fish, I want to be able to sort through them a lot quicker, like have the bait be a little bit more selective rather than me have to catch them all. But that is a lot of fish. They're gonna see it's gonna be a little rascal. We don't want to deal with little rascals. Okay, lost him. We'll try one more cast. Gosh, there's just so many out in the middle of nowhere here.
I would have no clue. We're in a wide open lake here.
It's a refuge. It's a place that they're pretty much unmolested.
I would have no idea if I didn't have a mapping system to show me that.
And now, man, there's no hiding place. I think it's hurting our sport in a lot of ways. One, it's expensive. When we fish tournaments, we'd charter an airplane the day before practice, and we would go up and we would look at all the fingers and all the coves and all the rivers and the creeks and the tributaries that ran into the lake, and we would mark it on our map.
They worked for decades and decades and decades to perfect their craft and learn about fishing, understand fish movement, understand fish behavior.
So what would have taken me in the old days 200 years and a lot of luck to have found that island?
They have devoted their lifetime in perfecting their craft and their art of professional fishing.
I now found it because I got a map that showed it to me in a matter of seconds.
And it's worthless now. It doesn't mean anything out there because
I thought I knew this lake. I thought I knew what these structures look like.
the point of why I wanted to show you that video was to speak to the bigger picture of these technological advances that are coming at us at a rapid pace right now.
I learned so much when I started using the side imaging unit.
Not only are you helping destroy the sport, but you're also weakening yourself as an angler and a person by doing that.
It opened my eyes up to all the stuff that I was actually missing, and I fished this lake for 35 years.
They're experiencing success that makes them appear to be good anglers, but that success is all fake and plastic.
The future of fishing is here. And there's nothing we can do about it.
Okay, I'm gonna go beat the bank.
It's traditional bass fishing the way that bass fishing is meant to be.
See if we can fill a limit and then chase around these big ones out in the middle here for a kicker later on. Let's go. Max speed. Happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? Okay, gotta change our luck a bit here. This should do it. Is this littering? I hope not. Big old shiner. Oh, those are big beauties. All right, let's see how long this takes. Okay, should probably enter it. All right, we got a 16-incher, I guess. Okay, we'll just put you back in there. You might be a little bit happier in the water. I'm just looking for gaps in the weeds. I've got my live scope pointed straight at the shore. So I got solid weeds, and here it's kind of dissipating. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Finally, we got a counter. This is a counter. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Okay, come on. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. We need you so bad. We got you. We got you. We got you. There we go. We're in business. Wow, that was shallow. Okay, mouth is closed. He's just over 24 and a half, so 24 3/4. Get a release here. Nice fish. All right, there you go, big guy. We're in business, we're in business, we're in business. Okay, that's it. Head spinner, shiner, jigging a minna. That was so shallow. I'm only in 5 feet here and I had cast 3/4 of the way to shore. Small. Oh, little bitty. Little cutie patootie. Oh boy. Oh, it's a big walleye. It's a big walleye. It's a big walleye. It's a big walleye. Oh, it's a big walleye, and I had the motor just cranked. Nice and gentle. This is bigger than the last one, I think. Oh, he's in the weeds. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I just lost him. Gosh, I needed that fish. Gosh, I needed that fish. Whew. Ooh. I just played that terribly. Way too much pressure on him the whole time. And at the start, I had just turned it up to 10 because I was planning to move spots. Then I hooked up. I'm dragging this fish. Everything about that very bad. Heck of a walleye lake. To catch him in like 3 feet of water and to catch him out deep.
I have never seen the fishing so tough that it's been the last 2 or 3 years. And we all know what it is. It's Livescope. Forward-facing sonar is the reason.
I bring Livescope into this a little bit, but overall, are our fisheries worse off now because of technology and fishing pressure than they were a decade, 2, 3, 4 decades ago? Or are they better because of better fisheries management and stocking understanding? So what's the state of our fisheries?
It seems like every smallmouth fishery in the U.S. right now, it just gets better and better and better every year.
It doesn't take freaking Einstein to see what's going on here. Forward-facing sonar is devastating and diminishing the quality of our fisheries.
Today, our fisheries are typically better, if I'm just saying general.
Yeah.
They're better today than they ever were.
Okay.
We've all seen the same thing. We've all seen a reduction in the quality of fishing across the board.
Bass fishing currently is about as good as it's ever been, man.
Ever.
A reduction in the size of the fish across the board.
Smallmouths are bigger in the north, and they're catching giant fish in the south.
The fish just keep getting bigger and bigger.
Better than it's ever been.
That's a testament to a lot of the state agencies and the jobs they're doing in managing these fisheries.
States like Arkansas puts probably more effort than any other state.
Really?
They're unbelievable in the effort they put in.
Cool.
States like South Carolina, North Carolina, unbelievable leadership and biologists.
Great.
States like Tennessee. Mm-hmm. I work with, Tyler, I work with every biologist. The majority are great anglers.
Yeah, I'd say the vast majority of our biologists are recreational anglers, and some of them are very passionate about it. So they have a very personal connection to the fisheries that they manage. So they have a very good understanding of those lakes because they've fished them themselves.
That want better fisheries.
Our mandate is just to make fishing better.
Well, I guess then my encouragement to myself and also to you guys who are watching is maybe reach out to your fisheries biologist.
There you go. Contact them.
Yeah.
And instead of saying, here's my gripe, say, how does this work on this reservoir?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we need this one. We need this one. We need this one. Why is my drag so loose? Why is my drag so loose? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, please let me get this one. Let me get this one. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's a good one. Okay. Come here. Check this out. Just check this out. Thank you, Pelican Lake. Thank you, Kickerfish. Thank you, Central Kayak Trail. That is gonna be a good one. Mouth is closed. It's over 27. Oh, no! Oh my gosh, was that ever close? Holy smokes, was that ever close? Let's get this done because he is ready to be released. Mouth is closed. There's my card. And he's definitely a hair over 27. There it is. Let's get this one back in the water. Oh, big girl, gone. This is a 5/16 ounce jig.
I just think it's hurting. People are not buying lures like they used to buy lures.
I don't know how much that matters. It probably doesn't matter. It's a jig and a minnow. That's all that matters, jig and a minnow.
They're just buying things that are compatible with forward-facing sonar.
There's so much out there. I'll be looking online or something. I'll see a new bait. I'm like, ooh, what's that? I gotta get that. And order it off some like sketchy website that you're gonna get like hacked off of just to have a new bait.
95% of the tournaments plus, maybe 98% of the tournaments on about any level are getting one.
This is a Norris Flip Kogel. This one is always use largemouth. This one, older brother is this
Big
one.
brother.
Yeah.
What? What is that?
It's a Imakat's brand.
Oh boy, you got more.
This one is a very good Meko rig.
With these forward-facing sonar minnows like that. That is the only lure these people are using.
Have a bunch of techniques in your wheelhouse.
I feel sorry for them that they lack skills in other areas.
I got a whole bunch of rods, more than what I need. Versatility for me.
Guys just staring down at a screen with a freaking minnow on a spinning rod.
Big rods, heavy lines. Anytime I can catch one where nobody else I think would go. I'm so far back up in that stuff. I hope you can never see my boat.
Casting out there at nothing other than what they can see at a screen.
I had like 4 or 5 more docks in the rotation. I skipped up underneath there and 4-9. I'm like, yeah, we're done.
It's an insult to the fish. It's an insult to the fisheries. And people should be embarrassed for doing it, in my opinion. So anyway, hopefully one of these days we'll get back to the reality and get grounded again and, put all this craziness and this dark period of our sport behind us, the forward-facing sonar era.
Randy, you wouldn't have a job right now. You wouldn't be making money if technology didn't advance. You're not posting your videos on a damn 1992 IBM computer. You're posting them on state-of-the-art technology.
And get back to the times when tournaments are won pitching and flipping.
I ran all the way up the creek, like as far as you could go. Shut down, first lay down I come to, 2.5 pounder. I'm like.
These 20-year-olds that don't know anything about bass fishing except for how to decipher blips on a video game screen.
Flipping laydowns, getting shallower. A jig is one of my favorite techniques.
And that's surprising, honestly, to hear you say that. My initial thought was, man, we're going to have a forward-facing sonar conversation.
They're locked in and 100% completely focused on spotlighting.
I didn't expect you to go right down that power fishing road.
Jig in a minnow. Jig in a minnow.
And I think it's hurting our sport.
Little guy. Gotta sort through them. Gotta sort through them. Where do I measure this? Nope. Come here. Come here. Patoo. Just frisky and delicious. Ah! Delicious. Get in here. Nope, not quite. There's a billion of these. That's like everything you want in a walleye. Pan size, amazing. Okay. Where's the clicker when you need it, hey? What a beauty. Okay, boom. Gosh, this is good walleye fishing.
Restrictions on technology in every sport. The PGA is a perfect example. I don't know that I've seen technology be a bigger factor it's not in golf.
And I think that comparing it to other sports is just stupid.
Ooh, this could be better. Yeah, another nice one. Another nice one. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. We've lost enough today. Stay hooked. Come here. Come here. Nice. We got him. We got him. Freaking rights. Okay. How about that? Nice. Hey. Holy, that fish would be gone if I didn't have my hand on top of him. Mouth is closed. ID tag, he's 24.5 inch. And he's going back in. There's boats everywhere, human beings. Look at this beauty. There he goes.
Kind of figured out how far offshore they are, and I'm focusing on parallel casting now, so my jig is in that right strike zone the entire time, as opposed to if I was casting to shore and hopping it back, then I'd come through the strike zone. This way I'm staying in the strike zone for the majority of my cast, or the entirety of my cast, really. Uh-oh. Maybe, yep.
Biggest fish of the day if it's not a pike. Look out. It's a big walleye. Not the biggest fish of the day, but we'll still take it. Oh, shoot. Okay, everybody calm down. Hi, my name's Nice Size Walleye. Mouth closed, and he is 25. Okay. Away you go. There you go, my girl. Beautiful. Boom. Just keeps on hitting.
Do you think there should be a fishing league with no use of electronics?
I would not say no use of electronics. I would say forward-facing sonar.
You put on a no forward-facing sonar tournament and make a huge deal about it on social media, but the turnout was hardly any. So who are we pandering to?
The biggest YouTube stars out there that generate the most impressions for these companies, that most of them don't even fish tournaments.
Some of the loudest complainers about that were not in that tournament, which I was like, well, how do you, just to save face, you've kind of got it. You know what I mean?
Not a lot of the crybabies are signed up, so that's disappointing. I
figured if Randy was going to be fishing, or if Randy was ever going to fish a big tournament again, this would be it.
The tournament performance side of it is becoming more and more irrelevant.
I don't think he's going to get any more followers if he comes over here and gets his butt whipped.
Yeah, I think we all know what's going to happen there.
You don't have to be this high-performing marquee angler.
There's a lot of people out here that are negative with intent.
But what you do have to come up with is a promotional avenue unique to yourself.
Intentionally negative. Yeah.
Why do you think there's so much complaining? Is it just chasing social media clicks?
And that has to do with social media.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Everybody out there has got to get on board with it. With YouTube, basically what it amounts to is YouTube will pay you about anywhere between $5 to $7 for every 1,000 views that you get.
See, here's the problem though, Sizzle. We live in an age where people feel as though they are judged and based off of popularity, viewership.
We lost the love for art, don't nothing get made from the heart, cause if it's real then it don't fit in reels algorithmically.
Because the value that those social media platforms brings to a company cannot be matched by any performance.
Damn, can we drop with substance? Can we get views cause something's good, not cause it's out in public?
Look at these numbers, and that perpetuates the negative energy behind it. If I can do a good thumbnail, that's gonna be my best liked video, right? Why? Because it's on some negative bull.
The sky's the limit out there.
Let's talk about politics. Let's talk about fire and flames.
You know, with the advent of social media and the avenues that come with YouTube and all that type of stuff, it's just a matter of putting in your time and being creative. I don't want to do the opinion videos. I would rather do fishing videos. But
let's talk about negative stuff.
Like anyone else, I want to make as much money as I can. You can take somebody that has a decent YouTube following, and they will generate more impressions for a company.
Their numbers are a direct correlation to their money.
Right, okay.
Because
you'll be able to generate some strong
partnerships, commercials, advertising dollars, 100%. All that. They show them numbers.
All you guys that are, using the Tackle Warehouse link of mine in the description and all the other things, you're really the reason this channel's on YouTube.
It don't matter what their platform is.
Right.
If they're showing them numbers, they get the cheese.
Straight up. Simply because, the amount of tournaments and the amount of anglers out there, it just makes it so difficult to stand out, in the tournament realm. Where I could make an opinion video and make a couple $100 on it. You guys can understand that.
Listen, can we get back to albums? Can we get back to rap for sport instead of streaming outcomes? Can the fans digest the plan and take it in instead of hand scrolling the gram and reading captions while on zero value.
Real. Uh-oh. That's the biggest fish of the day. That's the biggest fish of the day. Please, please, please. That's the biggest fish of the day. That's the biggest fish of the day. That's the biggest fish of the day. Please stay hooked. Please stay hooked. Please stay hooked. That's the biggest fish of the day. That's the biggest fish of the day. Come on. Oh, it's a pike. How did I mistake that? I'm such a freaking goofball. Come here. Hey, 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 hey. Beautiful. I'm gonna put this one down. Get a big girl for number 5.
Oh, look here. I have Aaron backstage. Aaron.
Hi, Divine. The worst part about kayak fishing is you're by yourself. Like, they need to make a really nice double kayak. Somebody needs to put that request in. I don't think there is one.
That'd be great, right?
What's happening? This is the first time I saw the leaderboard. I've been talking to Nick a little bit.
Yeah, he's been dominating. But you're right behind him, like less than 2 pounds. Like, you're right there.
I'm trying everything.
He's the guy to beat right now, although you're right there.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get him.
Hey.
There's Nick.
Hey, Nick, I miss you, buddy.
We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning.
So basically, Divine, it's been pretty simple. I've never fished this lake. So the first couple hours just more so messing around. I kind of got something that seems to be working pretty consistently. Basically, it's just fishing shallow and bass fishing, essentially.
You're a stud, man. I really hope this works out for you. It'd be really terrible if I catch a big one right at the end.
As long as my sponsors are happy, I'm Gucci.
About to put every rapper that you seen on the internet right back up under the ground. You thought I was gonna let this slide. You stay in the house cause you can't get crowds electrified.
Here's my honest answer to it. You ready? And I'm not sponsored by them. They don't pay me $1.
I think as we're getting really close to this is a marketing competition. It's not a sport anymore.
It's something I have to have on my boat. It's not an option.
We still don't trust you.
You look on just about any pro's boat and they're gonna have one mounted up on the front deck.
We still don't trust you.
The leagues are putting on a marketing competition. Basically, technology don't matter. There ain't no rules, and just go catch what you can catch.
On the Bassmaster Elite Tour, 100 guys have a hydrowave on their boat.
We still don't trust you.
I've won so much money, so many different tournaments that I can credit to that hydrowave.
Because we don't want guys to be able to get an unfair advantage. We want a level playing field.
That hydrowave would kick off and one would come up schooling, I'd cast over there and catch it.
Since the electronic companies do not have any reins on them whatsoever, they basically can just do anything they want to, and the tournament organizations are not going to say anything about it.
And as tough as that tournament was, if I didn't have that happen, I would have never won.
There's restrictions in every sport.
Anything you could dream of to help you catch a bass is in here.
They're trying to advance this technology as fast as they can to make more and more money.
KBD hydrowave.
Let's just start calling it a marketing competition if that's what we're going to do. Because we ain't fishing the sport no more.
We don't use electronic collars for mallards and things like that.
But it actually emits these sounds out into the water, and they're omnidirectional.
They are taking every pure and intrinsic and holistic value of fishing away from us and destroying it. They're turning it into something that is completely unrecognizable.
So it sends that sound all around the boat.
We got guys out here whining and complaining, been out here for 40 years.
And believe me, I'm not a hypocrite.
But they made a career out of using electronics. That's where we at, bro.
Ah! It sends that sound into the water that the bass will come up schooling.
I've literally had smallmouth swim off the bottom and come to the trolling motor.
And we've got to come to some kind of happy medium.
Or if you get a school fired up, it just keeps them energized and they keep schooling for time periods that's crazy.
I'm with you. We've got to do something.
We've added 9 more sounds.
Because there's a lot of the fan base that is saying it is too much.
25 total sounds in this machine. Something has to give.
You know, anytime I'm trying to get fish activated, fire this thing up, and my fishing improves.
Again, just cutting edge research on something simple that's teaching us more about fish that we didn't know, and there's so much that we don't know.
It seems and feels different, and I don't think I'm wrong. It's just not very sporting.
You can manipulate the bass and the bait fish in an area by the sounds that it's emitting.
One of the things I worry about is,
just bigger is better.
What are we telling our young up-and-coming anglers?
You can actually have the bait in the area start to spawn because of it. I saw it last week.
We need to at least look in the mirror on some of these things.
I love the analogies because I think they're great analogies.
Please be one fish. 70 feet. No, it's two. Right over top of them. They did not care. Keep it moving. Back to the shallows. We gave it a try. We tried. I really want this for Nick. Want him to learn a valuable lesson of coming so close to something you want.
So a lot of people don't know my background, but I actually have a degree in environmental studies.
I've got a science background, so I believe on making conservation decisions on science, not on political pressure or economic pressure by sponsors.
When Hummingbird bought the exclusive live,
Overlay
I
on live, yeah.
always told people, like, because their live technology is way behind. It's not a secret. And I always said they should have paid Bass to not allow live technology or allow to show it.
To say it's not a problem is wrong. There is a problem. I have a long history with Hummingbird.
I do believe that we have to do something. You know, I work with Hummingbird.
Wow, there's lots of time left, eh? So you're just smashing big ones and didn't think to invite me over or anything? We got 50 minutes. Everything that we want is in such close reach, but it's in Nick's hands. Ew. Oh my gosh, big fish. Big fish. I'm sure it's a pike, but it hit on the fall. That's the only reason I'm saying I'm sure it's a pike, but obviously that's not what we're hoping for. I can tell you what we're hoping for. It's a walleye. This is the winning fish. This is the winning fish right here. This is the winning fish. Oh my gosh, it's big, it's on the surface. Gosh, come up nice and slow. We got it. Freaking rights. Freaking rights. Okay, mouth closed. There's my angler tag. He is just over 24 3/4, so 25. Get him back in the water. Come on, get out of here. Oh, there he goes. Now we need a real big one. Another big fish. Oh, not big enough. They're smashing artificials. It makes me feel like I should have just been using artificials. Big meal for a little guy. Just so much faster to fish artificials and don't have to worry about replacing bait. Oh, it's a big fish. It's a big fish. Oh, it's snagged in the butthole.
This is the price you pay for allowing spotlighting to be legal in tournaments, is you're going to have a bunch of snag bass.
Gosh, close to the butthole.
Just another reason why spotlighting should not be legal. It's another problem we have that's created by it.
There's some guys that are convinced that guys are trying to do that. That's a serious question. Like, and what?
No, I don't think so. I'm like positive they're not.
Oh, this feels heavy. It's huge. It's pretty big. I don't even know if it's an upgrade though. I don't know if it's an upgrade. I do aim to find out though. Come here, let's check if you're an upgrade. Get in here, get in here. Love it. Look at how deep that freaking jig is. Oh my gosh. All right, what do we got here? Mouth is closed. There's my angler ID number. Just a hair over 24 3/4. 25 incher. Let's freaking go, come on. Come on. When does the fun start? There's so much time left. Uh-oh, it's big. It's big. Get over here. It's big, but it's not big enough. Hey. It is 24 incher. There's 7 minutes left. Small. What do we got? 5 minutes. Come here. Just cracking them, you know. We got 3 minutes. We have to send a picture of the fish in before the clock expires. We don't have to get the full measurement and everything, but even just a selfie of the fish sent in would be good. Ooh. We're catching them like pretty quick, I would say. Like every minute, sort of. Just need to get that 29, 30 incher. Biggest minnow in the tub. Had to dig out some Nate's baits minnows to end the day off here because I ran out of the 2 tubs I got at E&J. Holy smokes, I still have 2 minutes. This is great. 1 minute. Has to happen pretty quick when there's only a minute left. Like really, really quick. Oh! Still a minute. Never gonna get a picture in time. Okay, well, we're gonna call her. Yeah, that should be a good one for the pan. Do you want it? Oh, it's 3:45. There's the last fish of the day. Stay tuned.
A total weight of 35.25, winning $1,800, Mr. Nick Whiting.
Boo! Boo again! This is legendary stuff for the Manitoba kayak community. I hate to say it, but wow.
Hey, the love always outweigh the hate, man.
100%.
Always. So even with all the haters, naysayers, it don't matter. The love is always heavier, bro.
I just want to say thanks to Eric. This was his pick to come here, and Pelican Lake's actually a really fun lake.
Yeah, because you won at 33.37 pounds. What a difference, right? Aaron Weave.
I'm not gonna lie, I only really count victories as success.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, it's second loser, third loser, fourth loser.
Boo again!
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, and a hug from Eric's wife. Thanks, guys. I'm filming a video today, so you guys can help me wrap it up if you want. My camera's about to die. Just say thanks for watching on Canangling. Okay, we're gonna do it together. Are you guys all gonna help? You're gonna say thanks for watching on Canangling?
Yeah, you say it.
Okay. Thanks for watching Uncut Angling. Totally unreal. This is Nick. We don't like him.
You know, most times when you get me on camera, I don't know what to say and I look like an idiot, but today, we got it done.
Well, the DQ is still in progress. We're working on a protest here. It's only a couple $100, I think. It's money well spent, even if it's not refundable.
Good job, man.
Unreal. I must have caught a fish a minute for the last 5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why'd they start biting right at the end?
But I was using minnows mostly. I caught some on plastics, but I think you caught a lot more on.
This is what did it for me.
Oh yeah, frostbite, classic.
And everyone, if you're watching at home and recording, this is all recorded. You guys can see it at home too. Thanks for watching. Show Lake, August 18th. All right.
Okay, well, thanks for the help. It was worth trading Phoenix for.
Yeah, we'll just take her.
Yeah, enjoy the dog.
Basically what we got to decide now, you know, is that the elephant in the room is what's going to be next.